tarot for learning deck for over a year. I've left it wrapped up because I bought it a year ago, November, and then when I opened it up, it smelled toxic. Every single card was so toxic smelling that it triggered a migraine. And then I wanted my money back, but they didn't send me my money back. They just sent me another deck. And then when it popped out of the package, it still had that same toxic smell. Now, however, after a year and a month, the box doesn't smell toxic anymore. So I thought maybe it would be time to just unbox it and to see if I can even use this thing. I don't know if it's even usable, but we'll give it another try here, another go. I have some other Wyspell decks. One of them, the first one I bought, it it wasn't like that, but I think they changed their printer, and in order to cheapen up the price, and as a result, their cards have popped out kind of a toxic smelling, and so I wasn't gonna buy any more Wyspell products because of that. And so this is probably the last Wyspell product that I am ever going to buy unless they get themselves a new printer where the products do not like smell, that ink smell is not so bad. Now, granted, when I bought this deck of the Mary Magdalene Oracle, it also had one of those toxic things, but I left it. It took a week for it to air out. I had it airing out outdoors, in and so yeah. Anyways, I don't think I'm gonna do any readings today simply because I have a migraine headache that I've had for 3 days, and I've taken drugs for it, but it's just not really knocking it out. I don't know that I can adequately give anybody any readings, but I am open to giving it a try. So, taking off the plastic, it does have that toxic smell. I can smell it as toxic. Hopefully, it has done some outgassing and some airing out. I'm probably just going to have to let it sit out for like a week or two, and just to let it outgas. Smell like just put this in here. It's just like really bad. It smells really bad. So discover the incredible wisdom of the tarot and bask in all its magic. And so the only magic I'm getting here is just a toxic smell. And so let's just take it. We'll go take a look through the cards. And it has a nice guidebook. I mean, Wyspell goes all out with their products, especially if you're doing learning tarots and so forth. You love that new card smell. I don't. I don't like, not this one. I like the U.S. Games decks, and I like the Los Garbeo decks because they don't have a toxic smell to them. But welcome, Jay. This one has the toxic smell is less than what it was when I first got this thing a year ago, when it came a year ago. So it's been sitting on it unopened for over a year. But that's that. It has it's a nice, thorough, there's a lot of information. So the Wyspell, I give Wyspell that they do go all out on their decks. I just wish they would use a different printer that where the cards didn't just stink up to high heaven. And so if you're like sensitive to smells, or you have a, so I don't, uh, because after I've had this experience more than one time with Wyspell, but I like kind of like what they do conceptually. Anyways, let's go take a look. But well, the cards just stink. I got all I can say is the cards stink up to high heaven. And so we're just going to go take a look-see through them, briefly through them. It's just a kind of a standard tarot deck, and but it has I don't know. I always was wondering, are they using like lead-based paint? But one of the features here is they have the cards are color coded, and to whatever their elements are. And so red being a fire energy, and so when you go through your major arcana cards, it has the various. Yeah, they do. The Wyspell does make these nice cards, but it's like I say, that issue I have with them is the smell. Now I'm going to let these things air out, and maybe I put this deck into play, because I had been using the deck that I've been using in my tarot practice is this Apprentice Tarot deck, which I've been very, very satisfied with this deck. And I do have a lot of tarot decks though, but I thought I would like to put in another tarot deck in play. So this one, it's color coded. So for whatever the elements are, so purple being what? Purple going to like water. So your water element being purple, and then your green being an earth element. Earth. Oh, that's interesting. So I would have thought that it would be like but each card has its own element as far as what the element is. So like the Fool card is an air element, and that's purple. But this one over here is water and it's purple. So that's kind of weird. Earth is green and fire is red. Earth is green. It has some nice, brilliant colors on it. Lots of good information. This is just going to be a short video. I wanted to come and do some readings for questions, but like I said in the beginning, I have a migraine headache today, and so I don't know that I'm adequately able to concentrate well enough to do a just reading for you. I'm kind of disappointed about that, but I really wanted to come on and do some readings this afternoon. And so, oh look, it has an affirmation on the side. So like I move forward with confidence and determination. I don't think I need to go through each of these cards individually, but we will go through and look through just a little bit here. And thank you, Jay, for tuning in for a minute. I don't know if you're still there or not. So let's see. Let me go. Yeah. So we can roll it down this way. The art's okay. But, I can almost feel the chemicals on that. So that is kind of but it might just be my own imagination here. Yeah, I'm kind of go through just through some of these things. The color coding. Yeah, I don't know. I can't. This stinks really bad. So I'll go air these cards out someplace else in the house, and fire for the sun. It's interesting. wonder if they, no, of course they wouldn't have made some arbitrary choices. The other the Wyspell deck that I bought before this one has a mistake in it. But yeah, and so yeah, I tend to get decks that have meanings written on them simply because I don't have the cards memorized. But it's also interesting because I'm also kind of a word person, and you get those different words. I like that brilliant color. That's really interesting. So I'm kind of looking forward to this deck airing out more. I can't get too close to it because it really stinks. So, oh boy, that's pretty that's toxic. You got a really toxic smell. What is this card? Is this like a cut the deck? Oh, that's that other card. Yeah. Yeah, it's got a really toxic smell to it. Ooh, it's kind of making my migraine worse. That's interesting. We have air and water element has the same color. Why is air and water have the same color coding? You'd think it would be like there'd be a different color for that. Now that one looks kind of water. It looks, maybe it's not the same color. Maybe it's one is purple and the other is blue. Oh, that's it. It is a slightly different color. This one's sort of a dark blue, and this one's a purpley color. Okay, I got it. My eyes are all messed up. Huh. Okay, and then green. Yeah. Anyways, there we go. I'm not going to go through it much more than this because of that. Whew, boy, I can't, man, it smells bad. Whew. Sorry, Wyspell. If I were to give this a quick, man, if I give it a number on it, I'd probably get like a 1 or a 2 stars simply because of. Now, I mean, for the conceptually, I like the concept of it. It'd be nice if those color coding was just a little bit more distinct. That the blue was more blue, and the purple was more purpley. Purple was pretty purple. You tell the difference between those two colors. And I don't know. Anyway, that's that. That's all I got. But I have some of these other decks that are really nice. There was another one that. Okay. Did I show you guys this one here? The starter tarot. I mean, this is all readily available out there. I haven't really used this very much, but this one did not have a toxic smell to it when I bought it. It is a very nice deck, and it kind of follows it follows a lot of different disciplines. I mean, a little bit of the Tarot de Marseille, and so the major arcana. It has the justice. Let's see, there's a switch in here. I think it's the strength card and the justice card switch. And strength is 11. Yeah, that's it. This one has the strength and justice card switch in it because that's Some people think that strength should be 11, but I kind of like the strength card I think I like the justice card at the 11 because you look at the balance on it and the balance on it. So, and then you look at the numbers on it. And so 11, 2, and then you look at the numerology of the 2 card, which is the 2 card, which is kind of about balance. And then when you take 11, 1 plus 1 is 2, and so there's a it kind of makes sense that you can reduce that down to balance, down to 2, and then whereas like you have the scales of justice, things balancing out, or you have the number 2. But see, number 8, which is like a manifestation number if you're just looking at straight numerology, and maybe it works, but I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? About the whole, when you look at the Tarot de Marseille, and there is that switch that has gone into play between the Strength card and the Justice card. And this has some really nice. I don't really use this one enough. I've only used it a couple times on this channel for reading from it. I guess we just get stuck on just the ones that we do. So anyways, this was just going to be a super short live stream. I wanted to come up and do a longer one, but like I had said twice before, I am suffering with a migraine headache today, and I really don't have the concentration ability to do actual readings for you today. All right, that's all I got. I'll be back another day and to do an actual reading once I get better. That'll probably be, well, maybe, and I know it'll be Sunday. It'll be Sunday. I'll be back on Sunday afternoon. Yeah, that's right. I have a 999 show tomorrow afternoon. Friday evening, another 999 show. I'll be having, we're going to be talking about sky gods in honor of Eric von Däniken, who passed on a week ago Saturday. And then I have another show that I want to do. I was going to do it yesterday or today, but with the migraine disrupted everything this week. And so anyways, sorry for this disappointing reading session, but we'll be back again some other day. Talk to you later. Bye bye.